As promised, I return to talk about the disadvantages of owning French Bulldogs. If you missed my earlier video, you can watch it once again after this one ends. Let me start by emphasizing that, in general, everyone has good and bad sides. Also, this is so true for animals because none of us was designed to be perfect. All we need to do to get over our imperfections is to embrace and flaunt them. So before we go into the top 10 French Bulldog disadvantages, first, ask yourself, do I have time right now to take proper care of my dog? It is important that you are committed and do not treat them as your pastime. Will you be able to bear responsibility as well? Or do you plan on leaving your dog alone in the cage? Then you go to parties, get drunk, come home, feed it sausages, lock it up again, and get bitten by a snake? Keep in mind, just like any other living thing in general, if you stop putting effort into your career or relationship, it will end and it will cease growing. What I'm trying to say is that you should treat your dog how you would like to be treated if you were in their shoes. I believe it's fairly reasonable, right? This comes with responsibilities, and if you're ready, here are some of the drawbacks of having French Bulldog or any dog in general that you should consider. 1. Frenchies are known to be expensive. Prepare your pocket if you intend to purchase a Frenchie. The starting price for this dog could range from $1,500 or higher, depending on the breeder and sire line, not to mention that you will be responsible for paying for subsequent vaccinations as well. 2. Their health concerns. This dog has a sensitive stomach. You can't get away with feeding them processed foods. They get sick pretty easily until you see them vomiting, not eating, or pooping. They also have sensitive skin. This makes this dog a high-maintenance pet. I must say, you should consider getting health insurance for this dog, especially if the vet clinic in your state is reasonably priced. The third is they are prone to separation anxiety. This dog never enjoys being alone. It will always need your company and attention. They are very emotional canines who suffer easily to anxiety and depression. They never cope well with being neglected and left alone in the house for extended periods of time. Fourth is they are stubborn and have selective hearing. Although they have obviously large ears, this does not guarantee that they will run to you when you call them in time. Well, the humorous part of it is, just say nothing and just open your bag of chips, then they will run wildly toward you. Fifth is, they suffer in the heat. This dog's small nose makes them susceptible to fainting. Some Frenchies experience breathing difficulties due to their narrow nostrils. They know how to cool themselves in case they run out of air. As I mentioned earlier, this is one of the reasons why they are expensive to maintain because they require constant air conditioning or a fan, especially in the summer. They are only suitable for short walks with you. Sixth is shedding fur. Despite having short hair, this dog has, they shed similarly to other dogs. Once again, this is something you should keep in mind because certain hairs are noticeable and difficult to regrow after being removed, so you must get a shampoo free of allergens. Seventh is potty training is challenging. Just like with any other dogs, you need to establish guidelines, schedules, and boundaries so they can readily remember what you are teaching them. Occasionally, if you don't grasp their cues that they need to go outside to relieve themselves, they get too lazy to go. The eighth is snores a lot and loudly. Because of the flat noses on their faces, this has an impact on their breathing, which is why they typically snore loudly and sleep with their tongue out. 9. They dislike swimming. The majority of the French Bulldogs I've known were not fond of swimming. Despite the fact that dogs are known for having an aptitude to swim, you must still keep an eye on this dog because they may drown. 10th, they are sharp chewers. This dog enjoys gnawing on toys, especially rubbery ones. On the other hand, it could be a disadvantage because they are more prone to chew on other things in your area. Never quit up on teaching them, just as you would any other dog. When they are trained and disciplined at a young age, they will adapt to it until they reach maturity. I hope you found this information useful and you learned something from it. And again, thank you for watching. See you in my next video.